is Tuesday, December 16th, and a few days ago, about 3 or 4 days ago, my cousin sent me, and I'm wearing this specifically because I wanted to show it to you, because you're never going to see it on camera, again, probably, the cutest charm bracelet ever. It is the 12 Days of Christmas on a charm bracelet. She got it from Premier Designs. Premier Designs is like one of those things where you have a party and you invite people over, and then there's a representative there, and then they have a handful of things that they show you, but then they also have a catalog and blah, blah, blah. Oh my God, she posted a picture of it on the internet, and she was just like, look at the bracelet that I just got. And I was just like, oh my God, tell me how to get that. I want to get that bracelet. About a week later, it showed up in my mailbox because I love her to death and she loves me and we know each other very well. She doesn't have any sisters and neither do I. And she is my first cousin, my real cousin. And we're only born about 3 months apart from each other. So our mothers were pregnant at the same time. So it was almost like I had a sister. I mean, I did have a sister. She was my sister. And we, as a family, we used to sing the 12 Days of Christmas at the dinner table on Christmas Eve. And she and I sang 5 golden rings. And that's right in, in the bracelet. That's one of the charms. There's 5 golden rings. And then there's a charm for each, 12 drummers drumming and 11 pipers piping and 10 lords a leaping and blah, blah, blah. And so I need to take it off now because it's so noisy. I wore it to a party this past Friday night and my husband was like, are you going to keep that on the whole night? It sounds like Santa's coming down the chimney, right? Okay, I just wanted to show you that. Hi, my name is Andrea. I'm a Take Shape for Life health coach. Today is Tuesday, TMI Tuesday. We're going to be talking about elimination today. Yeah, you know what elimination I'm talking about. I'm not talking about taking out the recyclables. Well, I guess kind of. A lot of times when people start a new dietary plan, I'm not going to say diet, I'm going to say dietary plan, they are either taking a lot of something out of their regular diet, or they're putting a lot of something else into their diet. Fiber is something that a lot of low carbohydrate diets have trouble getting in. It's not really a warranted excuse to get constipated because when you go on a low carbohydrate diet, you're really encouraged to eat a lot of green leafy vegetables, which has the best kind of fiber for your system, okay? But what a lot of people do is once they go on that low carbohydrate diet, they end up taking out a lot of grain. We take that out of the diet and then all of a sudden our digestive system sort of doesn't know how to work. So it's very common for at the beginning of a dietary plan, people get constipated. So what do we do for constipation? As a massage therapist, there are actually techniques that we can do for our clients that will help with constipation. And that doesn't have anything to do with me touching anything yucky, okay? We do abdominal massage. We do, the client is lying on their back. We drape underneath, we drape above, we expose the belly, or we can actually even go over the shirt, over the towel, over the sheet, whatever. And then you do motion in a very specific pattern. When you're doing abdominal massage on yourself, you always start at the appendix. You go up the ascending colon, transverse colon, descending colon. You are actually encouraging peristalsis, which is your colon does this when you're digesting your food. 10 or 15 minutes of that very, very gentle massage in that direction, very, very specifically in that direction, usually helps. And you can, within 2 or 3 minutes of the massage, you can start hearing and feeling bubbling and gurgling and stuff like that. So it's a very good thing and you can absolutely do it on yourself. Just make sure that you're going in the right direction, okay? Getting in plenty of water is so important, it's crazy. A lot of times when we're not on a structured regimen of food, we're taking in a lot of salt. And the Medifast 5-in-1 plan is very low salt. So you're losing a lot of that excess sodium that's just hanging around in your body doing nothing but damage. Specifically raising your blood pressure because your blood, actually there is more volume to your blood and your blood pressure builds, okay? but it's also sitting around laying in your tissues, and it's sort of hydrating everything, but it's also causing a lot of inflammation and a lot of problems. So we're getting rid of that. So that could be another cause for the constipation, that you're flushing out all of that excess water. And now you need to start really rehydrating again. You need to drink, I mean, there's just, the industry standard says 100 ounces of water per day. Some people say however many ounces half of your body weight is. For some of us, that's not quite enough, because if you weigh 120 pounds, 60 ounces is not necessarily enough, okay? Another reason for the constipation might be because you used to eat a very high-fat diet, and all of that fat that was in your diet was greasing everything up, and whoosh, and it would just eat, go out, eat, go out. When you eat very fatty foods, you have a lot of fat in your digestive system that, by the way, clogs your arteries, makes plaque, also sticks to the side of your colon. You don't want that stuff in your diet just to go to the bathroom, okay? So for a lot of us, once we get on this low-fat diet, we don't have the benefit of the fat greasing up our digestive system to allow everything to go through. So we need a little bit of help. And so the third thing is this. This is something that I recommend to just about every single one of my clients. Just a couple days ago, the reason why I'm making this video, just a couple days ago, one of my clients said that she hadn't gone to the bathroom. She hadn't had a bowel movement in like 2 or 3 weeks. Sorry, 2 or 3 weeks. Can you imagine? 2 or 3 days. And so I said to her, have you ever had Shirataki noodles? And she actually said, I've heard that they're difficult to prepare. No, they are not difficult to prepare. I eat them probably twice a week. Okay. I'm not exactly sure why, but whenever I eat these for dinner or at some point during the day, I will have, here's where we get TMI, a very decent bowel movement the next day, usually in the morning, okay? So it's about 12 hours later, maybe 14, 15 hours later, I will have a bowel movement that will take care of a lot of things. If I get a pain in my side, I actually sometimes get to the point where I get a little bit of back pain. If your gut is full, it's going to put pressure on your spine. You can actually get sciatica from being constipated. Did you know that? Yes, you can. This is the brand that I use. I am going to turn this TMI into a tutorial on how I eat the Shirataki noodles. One Medifast serving of Shirataki noodles is a half a cup. 4 ounces. This drained, you can see right there, is 8 ounces. So this is 2 servings of vegetable. If you cook this and you eat it for a meal, you add another serving of vegetable on top, 3 servings of vegetable, bing, bang, boom, you're done. Okay. It's very convenient that they tell you how much this is drained, because you do not drink the water that's in here. You don't cook with it, you don't prepare with it. With this not drained, it actually weighs almost 14 ounces. It's 13.9 ounces. So once you drain this out, this is 2 servings of vegetable on the Medifast 5-in-1 plan. It says to boil them. I don't boil them. I put them in a pan, but it says Shirataki noodles are ready to eat after draining and rinsing. To enjoy hot noodles, parboil for 2 minutes, pan fry in a dry skillet, or microwave for 1 to 2 minutes. So you can literally just stick these in the microwave. I've never done that. I really like it in the pan, you know, as opposed to liking it in the can. Ha! All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna prepare these for you as sort of like a tutorial, and you'll see how easy it is to prepare these. So I have to do this over the sink because once you open this thing up, it sort of gets everywhere. So I'm putting it right into my strainer, right like this. And I'm just gonna cut a hole in the top. Bam. See that? And we go ahead and rinse. Now people talk about the smell a little bit. Yeah, it's not the best smell in the world. I admit that. It doesn't smell like poo. It doesn't smell like fish. It sort of smells mossy. I'm gonna rinse this for a solid minute. Now these are still very wet. Literally, and you can pick them up and squeeze them. They don't break. They're almost rubbery. They're almost stretchy. It's not as much like eating a rubber band as you would think, okay? I don't know if I like these so much because I'm just used to them, because I'm Italian and I really love the fact that I have an option for spaghetti or pasta, because it does come in other shapes. This is pretty much squeezed out now at this point. And you can see I was squeezing it out. There's nothing on my hands. It's not, they don't come apart. Look how long. I'm gonna cut those up. You're gonna see how I do that. Okay, so this is just about as dry as it can get. I also do this with a paper towel. This might not be necessary, but I just do it anyway. I don't know. It's what I do. I really made it very dry. Look how long. Okay, so now I'm gonna prep my pan. What I'm gonna do is, by the way, we're kind of making Chinese food. Oh yeah. I'm gonna give a little spritz with Pam. She gets around. So in here, I've got the flame like that. I've got this going like this. I have 8 ounces, 7.5 to 8 ounces of Shirataki noodles. I use my hands. You know, I just always have. I've always been like that. I feel like it adds love to the food. Good energy, vibes, all that good stuff. So as you can see, I hardly did anything to the pan. All I did was just do one spritz. So this is my favorite spatula to do this with. This is the oldest spatula on earth. I've had it, I think, since 1995 or something, but it's just such a good spatula because then I could go like this. I'm actually cutting up the noodles a little bit so that they're not quite so long, because when they're long like that, you can't eat them. It's really hard. It's really difficult to eat them like that. What we're doing is we're making lo mein. We are making Medifast friendly lo mein, okay? See, we've cut the noodles a little bit so that they're a little shorter. And do this a couple more times, because I don't want my food to be inconvenient to eat. See, that's better. This way, you know, I mean, and if you wanted to like do this kind of thing, bam, got some spaghetti, right? But we're not doing spaghetti, we're doing lo mein. We're going Chinese today. All right, so this is doing its thing. You could kind of just keep doing this and nothing happens. It doesn't really change the texture too much. You can just keep cooking and cooking and cooking. And it's just getting warm, heating up. It's already cooked to make this a full green. We need one more vegetable. I have in here 1 ounce of chopped celery. 1 ounce of chopped celery is 1/4 of a serving of vegetable. I have in here 2 ounces of broccoli. This was frozen, and then I microwaved it for just a couple minutes to take the cold off of it. So now we still need a little bit of veg, right? Okay. I caught a lot of crap on Facebook a couple of weeks ago because I did this very thing, and I used this. This is 1 ounce of water chestnut. 1 ounce. That's it. I'm putting that right in there because that really gives a good Asian feel to a meal. So this is 1/4 of a serving. 1 serving is 5 carbohydrates. So this is like 1.2 carbohydrates in here. 0 fat. 25 calories. So we're talking about minimal calories in here. Pretty much no sodium. Listen, if you want to count this as a condiment, count it as a condiment. If you want to count it as, you know, a 1/16 of a vegetable, count it as a 1/16 of a vegetable. I'm not going to worry myself too much about literally 8 calories and 1 carbohydrate. I'm going to call it a condiment. Do we have any other condiments in here yet? No. 0 condiments. You know how low the sodium is? Almost no sodium. And then we're going to do this. Pure sesame seed oil. Look at those counts. 1 tablespoon is 45 calories. No sodium, no carbohydrate. Ha! I love sesame oil. But hey now, I'm not even going to use a full tablespoon. I'm going to use a 1/2 tablespoon. Because sesame oil is very, very pungent. It's very delicious. Okay, we still have hardly no sodium in here. Hardly none. And you know what? You've got lo mein. Now, this is your full 3 servings of vegetable. Now you can add whatever meat you want to in here. So this is done. This doesn't have any meat in it. Now you add whatever meat you want. If it were me and it was a quick night, I'd pop 3 eggs in there. Boom. I got lo mein. I have egg lo mein, and it's absolutely delicious. Okay, so this is not a full lean and green video, but this is a full green video. Yeah. I'm going to be posting it today on Tuesday, but I'm not really going to call it a TMI Tuesday because I don't want to turn people off. I want people to see it, and I don't want them to look at the title and then they won't, open up the video. This is a combination TMI video, TMI Tuesday, and a preparation for a green. The smell of toasted sesame seed in here is absolutely fabulous. I can eat it just like this. I'm not going to. I'm going to be saving this for later. So here it is. This is 3 servings of vegetable. I know it doesn't look it, but it is. It's 3 servings of vegetable. Now, if you had some grilled chicken breast sitting in your fridge, or if you wanted to make a burger, I don't know if I would cross that line with beef in here. I feel like this needs a light lean. So I would probably do eggs. I wouldn't do 14 egg whites to this. That would be way too much food. The Shirataki noodles are really filling. I would do 3 regular eggs, and then you would only do this once a week. But this is 3 servings of food that will make you go to the bathroom tomorrow. Yay, all right. My name is Andrea. I'm a Take Shape for Life health coach. If you have any questions about this meal, constipation, the Medifast products, or the Take Shape for Life program, hit me up. All my information is down below. Talk to you later. Happy TMI Tuesday. Bye.